Good afternoon, Patriots Nation. Welcome to my channel. My name is New England Gauntlet, and this afternoon, you already know, man. I'm gonna be simulating the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New England Patriots for the home opener for the Patriots this season. I'm excited for this game. It's the beginning of a new era for the Patriots, and Drake May is gonna take us to the promised land. I can only hope, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, and yeah. If you are new to this channel, please feel free to leave a like, hit that subscribe button down below. We're on the road to 400 subscribers, and yeah, with that, I'm gonna jump right into the simulation. So, without further ado, let's jump right into the action. I'm gonna scoot this over just a little bit. That's beautiful. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes. Alright. Let's go. Let me know in the chat or in the comments down below who you guys got winning. Oh my goodness. Got winning this game into your score predictions.
Today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drake May and the New England Patriots taking on Gardner Minshew and the Las Vegas Raiders.
On a warm and sunny afternoon in the Bay State of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
The veteran Joey Sly ready to get this started. Glad to have you with us, folks. And we are underway here at Gillette Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by Gardner Minshew, sixth-round selection in 2019 out of Washington State.
And how about this young man? Took the NFL world by storm as a sixth-round rookie, signature mullet, mustache, but 21 touchdowns for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Great personality, and everyone gravitates towards this guy. Teammates love to win with a quarterback who leads them like that, and fans love to root for a guy who seems just like them.
Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
And their coach told us the other day that they wanted to get him in a nice groove right out of the gate. And one way to do that, give him quick throws where he can get the ball out of his hand in a hurry, as he did there.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down at a yard. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Minshew. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 2nd down, Minshew. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Here's a give to Madison running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. Now Minshew. This goes out wide from Madison. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former Tar Heel, their rookie quarterback from UNC.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100 plus the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll throw on first down with May. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's a second down and 6. Again, it's Stevenson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends guys who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. To the air, May. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Minshew sets to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerron Bentley. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes you're fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Divine Diablo there to make the stop.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Throwing here is May. That's complete. Demario Douglas with it. So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They run once more with Stevenson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll throw with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They go play action now. May. Dancing to his left. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive, looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, May. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on 1st down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Stevenson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Back to Stevenson on 1st down. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Play action. May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Down at the 31. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 4. They can still get a first down without scoring. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. $10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
An extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. Not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second and 5. They'll go Madison up the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stevenson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 40-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A give for Stevenson, running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Again, it's Stevenson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 26. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going to run this, and it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Minshew, 1st and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Looking for Michael Mayer on the play, but now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun is Minshew. Pass to the left side where he's got Bowers. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Great job here by this defense. They try to bring the receiver from one side of the field to the other, hoping he'll get lost in the wash. But a really nice job there to make a quick tackle and force 4th and goal.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is Okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Carlson down to add the extra point. And the lead is now 13. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Offense gets set to go, and there's Ramondre Stevenson. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. Now May on first down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. On the move to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big fourth down call.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 40 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll get this underneath to Madison. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tucker. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. It fights him off. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Jones on the return. Powerful running. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Patriots with the football here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
On first down, here's May. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, it's May. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Tucker. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to, as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Off the play fake, here's May. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 28, it's second and 5. A give up the middle to Gibson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll run the toss here with Stevenson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. The drive here with Madison. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Buying time to his left. Good work by Minshew there to pick up the first.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a first down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a give to Madison running right. Able to slither by to about the 26 here. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Second down and 6 now from the 26. Now Minshew. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Draw play, Madison. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 70 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Off play action, it's Minshew toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Madison will score. Touchdown, Raiders. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2. And Minshew will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they go play action with May. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll throw with May. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw, it's May. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
They'll start on the ground with Madison. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Minshew. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now he's forced out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll go Madison up the middle, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Here's back-to-back catches for Devontae Adams. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Madison, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Alexander Madison with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown scamper from Alexander Madison. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here's Rager. He's going to bring this one out. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 2nd and 6. To the air, May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Throwing now, May on first down. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Second down and 6 now. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Looking to throw, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Drake May taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Defensively, it didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going to run with Madison again. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Good gain there on first down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's Madison running left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's Madison running on first down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. New England trying to get a place on offense. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with this 3-score deficit and time fading. On 1st and 10, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
They'll throw on first down with May. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, we're not able to find any yardage on that one.
second down. May finding Bourne here over the middle. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Gibson. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The carry here for the big tight end. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw him off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure to him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's May. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Going for the deep ball. That is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Now a give to Madison. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Another carry now for Madison, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Here's Madison. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on third down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run with Madison. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd and 11. They'll run it with Madison. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On third down, they run with Madison. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On fourth down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so that you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. This to the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now May on first down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, May. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, it's May. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours. right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.
Bro, what happened in this game, man? Jesus. I thought for sure that the Patriots would win this one, but apparently not. Okay. So Gardner Minshew, the second, went 26 for 35 with 278 passing yards and no touchdowns and 2 interceptions, and his longest pass of the day was from 40 yards. Drake May went 23 for 38 with 221 passing yards, a touchdown, and an interception, and his longest pass of the day was from 20 yards. Okay. Rushing, Alexander Madison went 38 for had hold up. He had 38 rushing attempts for 139 yard. Hold up. There you go. I gotta try that again. I'm sorry. He had 38 rushing attempts for 139 passing yards. What is going on with my English right now, bro? This is crazy. Let's try this again. Alexander Madison had 38 rushing attempts for 139 rushing yards. There we go. I think I did. I think that was better. Sorry for like the random brain farts right now. I don't know what the hell's going on, but we're going to be rocking with it. 2 touchdowns and his longest run of the day was from 14 yards. And Drake May, of all people, had 2 rushing attempts for 13 yards, a touchdown, and his longest run of the day was from 10 yards. Drake May, my guy. And there was only 1 touchdown the entire game for catching, and that was by Demario Douglas, who had 3 catches for 21 yards, a touchdown, and his longest catch of the day was from 11 yards. Okay, and then for blocking, Cole Strange allowed a sack. Thayer, is that how? Yeah, Thayer Munford Jr. Allowed a sack, and Mike Onwenu allowed 3 sacks. Okay, Max Crosby had 3 sacks. Christian Barmore had a sack, and Malcolm Kunze had half a sack, and Christian Wilkins had half a sack. For kicking, Daniel Carlson made 3 field goals, and his longest field goal was from 39 yards, and Joey Sly missed a field goal. For punting, Bryce Baringer had 4 punts for 187 yards, and his longest punt of the day was from 49 yards. And AJ Cole had 2 punts for 95 yards, and his longest punt of the day was from 50 yards. For kick returns, Jalen Rieger had 6 returns for 148 yards, and his longest return of the day was from 27 yards. And Amir Abdullah had a return for 24 yards. And for punt returns, Marcus Jones had 1 return for 8 yards. Trey Tucker had 2 returns for 3 yards, and his longest return of the day is from 2 yards. And Christian Wilkerson had a return for a yard. And that is all the stats from this game, as the Las Vegas Raiders defeat the New England Patriots, unfortunately, 38-14. Well, that sucked. Oh, brother. Alright, that will pretty much be the end of the video. So I will see you guys later on this afternoon for the Lions versus Packers game. I'll be simulating that, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, that's pretty much like all I got for you guys. So thank you guys so much for listening to this video. If you guys made it to the end of this video, make sure you guys leave a like, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. And with that, I hope you guys have an amazing year tonight. And as always, stay awesome. Heck yeah.